Hello Virgo rising and Virgo moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting April 17th, 2017. And you know what? Quick reminder for you guys, I'm going to be doing another special video coming out later on this week on Venus turning direct, Venus's shadow period, and what we can do while she's kind of in recovery mode over the next few weeks, because there are some lessons that need to be understood in order to make use of that Venus retrograde. And y'all know how I felt about that Venus retrograde. It was not a good time. But you know what? There is always some constructive good that can come out of it. And don't worry, you won't have to wait too long on it. I've actually got it already recorded. I just need to edit it and get it ready to go. Also, don't forget, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com. So what is going on with your astrology this week, Virgo? Well, we've got a lot of good. On Monday, we've got the Sun currently in Aries, in your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, self-employment income, forming a lovely trine to Saturn, currently retrograde in your 4th house of home and family. Now, Saturn retrograde is talking about essentially where do we need to break some rules and some policies that just don't make any damn sense. And with the Sun forming a trine to this area, you may be finding out that you uniquely get away with pulling something off, either when it comes to your self-employment work, your at-home business, or even with a family situation that no one else is qualified for or no one else has pulled off in the past. This could also be a wonderful time for reconciliation if there has been any issues when it comes to financial sharing or the division of financial resources that has been unfair in a family or home situation. You may be finding out that you actually qualify for a bigger mortgage than you've been told. You may be negotiating a change when it comes to a home construction project, or maybe even finally recovering some money from a family member who owes you from a while back. Later on in the week, we've got the Sun moving into Taurus, into your 9th house of higher education, government legal proceedings, as well as long-distance travel, and your spiritual life, your multicultural expansion, all that good stuff. And it's going to be connecting to Mercury, currently retrograde in this area. Now, Mercury retrograde, I know, but with the Sun and Mercury retrograde coming together, it's actually not that bad. And we may be reforming a connection with somebody from our yesteryears, somebody that we went to school or university with, or possibly even an old friend from a foreign land, or somebody who we have lived at a long distance from. But this connection or this reunion could be actually very important, and it may be very wise to make sure that we keep this connection intact this time around. So what is going on with your cards then this week, Virgo? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Wizard upright. And the Wizard is basically talking about this week, you're going to have to be able to say some harsh truths to people, or call out some harsh truths that a lot of people are just not willing to do. That some people just are not willing to actually make an effort on or with. And you know what, this might be calling out the elephant in the room. This might be, making sure that when somebody asks you, to tell them the whole truth and nothing but the truth, that you do. You are being put in a position of authority. The Wizard card is saying that you're going to have to help people not kid themselves this week, especially when it comes to people that you love. You don't want to encourage people to do the wrong thing or to trick themselves into doing the right thing when they're digging themselves into a deeper and deeper hole. Sometimes we don't want to, sometimes we want to stay good, we want to stay nice, loving, encouraging, and positive, but it's pretty toxic to do that when somebody's in a toxic situation and they can't get out. So what is going on with your tarot cards? Well, for your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we've got the Magician reversed, and this card can be a bit of a frustration, especially when it comes to people asking you to do something that has nothing to do with your job description or your background. The Magician card reverse can often indicate a place where we may actually find work that we don't feel qualified for, or that we are being expected to perform tasks and duties we have no training in, even if we already work there. And this can make for a lot of, frustration and a lot of maybe even some arguing, some nitpicking going on. The Magician card reverse can also indicate here, be very careful this week when it comes to forming business partnerships or financial alliances. Somebody may be trying to present themselves very, very well, but the huckster that is the Magician card reversed, should not be trusted to keep his or her word, or to, you know, they can't even be trusted to write a check their ass can't cash. So I don't necessarily think that we want to be, you know, enlisting or enrolling people we don't know and trust already if we are looking for that kind of help. Either way, work seems to be very interesting, because on the financial front you're doing just fine, and you will be doing fine, believe me. After Mars goes into your 10th house at the end of next week, you know, you'll be making plenty of money. But it seems like this week you're being asked to do what you're not, and do what you're not capable of doing. And this is where we need to, again, be the wizard, make that point. Look, this is what I do, this is what I offer, I'm just going to have to stick to it. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the Two of Wands upright. And again, some kind of pact or commitment is being made good on. Again, somebody is actually fulfilling their end of the bargain with you, and this might be somebody that you didn't even think could. This could be a pleasant surprise when you find out an idle promise was actually a blood vow to this person. And the nice thing is again, this is something that was meant to be in your benefit all along. The Two of Wands upright, again, does talk about that reunion, speaks back to that reunion with the Mercury-Sun conjunction, and you may be finding out, however, that this person is actually willing and able to, again, make good on a promise that the two of you made once upon a time. Ugh. For your challenge this week with fire, when it comes to challenges, the overarching challenge, we've got the card of the Three of Swords upright. You know, interestingly enough, I'm actually seeing you doing this to somebody. And I'm not trying to say that in a mean way. I'm saying that your challenge this week may be, because the wizard here, breaking somebody's heart. That is not an easy place to be. That is not an easy thing to do. I would much rather be dumped than be the dumper. I know that's not for everyone, and this might not even have to do with love. Sometimes we have to break hearts in the sense that, again, we have to shatter somebody's illusions, or shatter somebody's defenses for their own good. And with the Three of Swords, again, this can be heartbreaking, because it may make this person may feel it as a betrayal, especially if they are a friend, a relative, or a lover. And we have to quickly dispel illusions, or again, make sure what is reality is put forward here. You may be caught in a situation where you have to choose between, you know, saying what will keep them thinking you're the good guy versus saying what they need to hear. But your challenge this week is to break that heart. But don't worry, you can still help put it back together. Oh, thank God, it's not happening in love. Alright, for your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Five of Cups reversed. This card is talking about second chances and even some recovery. Some good opportunities to make good, or to, you know, make better a situation that's been challenged in the recent past. But with the Five of Cups reversed, a second chance may be coming to you when it comes to reuniting or getting a chance to finally take a chance on somebody that, you know, you've only been able to watch from afar. The Five of Cups reversed could indicate a second chance. Maybe somebody's newly available and we've always liked them. Or maybe there's somebody who we didn't get quite a chance to start things up with because they moved away too quickly. They left the office too quickly. Something got in the way, but it's also coming back. For those of you who are currently coupled, the Five of Cups reversed could be great news for you and your partner, because you both get a second chance this week, whether it's something that you've wanted to do together, or maybe a second chance for your partner that you know they deserve. This may be a chance for them to even recover some kind of resources, whether financial resources or time resources or whatever, that you know that they have lost unfairly. And this may even be a chance for the two of you to pick up where you left off before that loss was incurred. So that is your horoscope, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.